Change. It's what keeps life exciting and moving forward. But why do we sometimes feel so scared of it? Today, we're going to talk about why change can be a little scary and how to deal with it better. If you've ever felt nervous about trying something new, stay with me because I've got some really helpful tips for you. Hello all you beautiful people out there. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Nidhi and today we're going to talk about a topic that's fundamental to happiness, success and meaningful relationships. Before we dive in, please make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a video from me. Now, let's get started. So, today's topic is all about change. It's ironic how change, the very thing that brings excitement, progression, and a sense of life, often triggers fear and resistance in us. But don't worry, this isn't a dismal topic. In fact, it's all about understanding why we fear change and how do we overcome it. Firstly, let's look into the fundamental reasons why we resist change. And it's all linked to our primal instincts. Picture this. Our distant ancestors living in tight-knit tribes, they were wired to prefer the familiar. They didn't wander off into the unknown because doing so could mean becoming a tasty snack for a lurking predator. Fast forward to today, the same instinct still lingers within our subconscious, urging us to stick to what we know and to avoid the unfamiliar. This fear of the unknown is at the heart of our resistance to change. We often resist change even when it's essential for our growth and progress, simply because we fear that the grass may not be greener on the other side. We're afraid to leave our comfort zone, even if that zone isn't so great, because the risk and uncertainty that comes with change can be daunting. But here's the twist. Regardless of our fear and resistance, change is a constant in life. It is inevitable as a rising sun. We can't escape it, and more importantly, we shouldn't. Change is what keeps life exciting and dynamic. Let me give you some examples to prove the point. Imagine if kids never grew up and stayed little forever. We would definitely feel overwhelmed, wouldn't we? We'd be constantly feeding them, changing their diapers. All of that would be so tiring. We wouldn't like that. So we're quite happy. In fact, we're very happy that children grow up, that they change over time, they become more independent as they get older. It gives us a chance to see them learn and become more self-sufficient, which is a good thing. Let's take another example. If we were still using old landline phones or, one of those ancient mobile devices, and now compare them with today's smartphones, probably the one you're watching this video on right now. Smartphones have revolutionized our world by making communication faster and more accessible. They're like these powerful pocket-sized computers that allow us to connect with anyone, anywhere, instantly. We can find information, we can navigate our way around, we can capture precious moments with ease. The change brought about by smartphones has certainly made our lives more convenient, underscoring how positive change can vastly improve our world. I understand there may be few exceptions depending on your personal circumstances, but generally, if change is good and more importantly inevitable, how do we learn to embrace it? This would certainly apply to all of us as individuals, but may also apply if you're trying to encourage others around you to embrace change, whether it's in personal or in professional life. Here are some tips that would help. Don't resist. Acknowledge change is a part of life. You see, recognizing that change is an inherent and natural part of life is essential for effective change management. Research in psychology and neuroscience has shown that our brains are wired to adapt and embrace change. For instance, neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire itself, allows us to learn, grow, and adapt throughout our lives. When we acknowledge this, it becomes easier to accept change as a normal process. As an example, think about the transition from traditional libraries to digital ones. While some may have resisted this change, acknowledging it as a part of the digital age revolution helps people adapt more readily. Number 2, feel the feeling. Express your emotions. Emotions are a fundamental part of how humans process change. Suppressing emotions can lead to stress and it can hinder adaptation. Neuroscience studies suggest that allowing oneself to feel and express emotions such as discussing fear or concerns with colleagues can lead to faster emotional recovery. Let's say in a corporate setting during a merger or restructuring, encouraging employees to share their feelings and concerns in open forums or with their supervisors or managers can help them cope with the emotional aspect of change, leading to a smoother transition. Change your perception. Don't perceive change as a threat. Now, how we perceive change greatly influences our reactions. Instead of viewing change as a threat, framing it as an opportunity for growth and learning can be really powerful. This aligns with research on the psychology of optimism, which shows that optimistic individuals tend to embrace change more positively. So, consider a company that introduces a new technology. Employees who see that as an opportunity to improve their skills and productivity are more likely to adapt and excel with that change. Next one, cognitive appraisal, or how we perceive change. Cognitive appraisal refers to how individuals assess the significance of change in their lives. By practicing cognitive reappraisal, people can alter their interpretations of the change. For instance, studies on stress management show that individuals who view challenges as opportunities for personal growth have a more positive response to change. Number 5, make small changes. Build on it and then make bigger changes. This approach is rooted in behavioral psychology, is based on the principle of gradual desensitization. By starting with small change and then gradually increasing their scope, people can build confidence and adapt more effectively. This aligns with neuroscience concept that our brain rewards us with feelings of accomplishment when we achieve smaller goals, boosting motivation. Have you ever wondered why those weight loss programs often start with small dietary changes and then they gradually introduce more substantial modifications to help participants build healthier habits and success in their goals? Well, now you know. In conclusion, change is an essential part of our journey through life. While our fear of it is natural, it doesn't have to hold us back. By understanding change, facing it, and appreciating its gradual progress, we can learn to embrace it, ultimately leading us to a more vibrant and fulfilling life. If you found this video helpful and insightful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell. If there is anything else you would like me to cover, please put that in the comments below and I will do my best to try and cover it in my upcoming videos. Thanks for tuning in, and remember, change is not to be feared, it is to be celebrated. Until next time, take care.